Yo, yo, it's JSF. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well. Today I want to talk a little bit about young Lord Raiden. I need to consult with the elder gods. I want to talk about this guy right here. And as you can see, I'm on a tournament variation, even though, custom variations have been the wave for a while. There's a very good reason that I'm on this variation. It's because this is the one. It's funny, I'm not going to say it's his best variation because it's not, but this is the one. And I want to talk about Raiden and why Raiden is a problem. The same way I talked about Sub-Zero, the same way I talked about Scorpion. There are things that seem to be the big issue, but if you look at it at a deeper level, if you look at it at a deeper level, it's more than just, hey, he has this stupid ass teleport, or hey, storm cell. Even though those things definitely contribute to the issue. Anyway, if y'all like the content, please subscribe. I'll be streaming tonight, by the way. I got a lot I want to talk about, man. 1K sub stream. Let's go. Anyway, back to Raiden, man. So, why Raiden is such a problem in this game, man? Why this guy's a massive fucking issue. So, Raiden's got a lot going for him. Raiden, I don't remember where I put him in my tier list, if I put him in viable or top tier. He can be either viable or top tier. He's floating around that area. You can play just Raiden and win. Especially if you play Thunderwave, because you have this bullshit ass teleport. Which I'll get to, but he pretty much does well at almost everything. He's got 11 frame mid with dummy range, -7. You know what I mean? It can't be -8. No, it's just -7 now off the rip. It's just -7. It's just what it is. Can't be -6. It's high key is stagger. It's a great one. The second hit's a high, but you can't duck it if you block the first hit. And I know that because, I've tried it. Let's be honest. Once I let go of block, I get smoked. Now, if he whiffs the first hit, yeah, but you've never seen anybody do that, and you never will. Not practical. And after the second hit is -8. They say, oh, -8 is unsafe. If you have a jab that reaches from here, sure. And if you don't have an 8-frame jab, right? Like, this is me knowing he's not doing anything after. I'm gonna punish it. Oh wait, no, I'm not, because I have the worst standing jab in the game and I'm the worst character in the game. Cool. So something being -8 with some pushback like that, a little bit of pushback, more or less safe, especially online, especially when it's a string that's special cancelable. It can go into other shit, right? So he's got that. He's also got this 11 frame mid string. And if you want to stagger or check, this one's even better because this one pushes back a little bit. This doesn't. This just goes forward. And the second hit's an overhead. So when you know an overhead's coming in this game, in fighting games, a lot of the time, especially Mortal Kombat 11, you want to block low off the rip because most characters typically have slower overheads you can react to. We know this. I've talked about this plenty of times. Y'all all know that by now. So when you know an overhead is coming, you naturally want to block high. Not to mention, this is a 12 frame overhead, by the way. It's a 12 frame overhead. Let me say that again. It's a 12 frame overhead. It's a 12 frame, like, Sub-Zero's overhead is 19 frames. It's not reactable, right? Keep that in mind. So you're going to get smoked by this overhead a million times. It's going to happen. In the Raiden player, knowing that, right? Knowing that, is going to smoke you with it. And, they're going to take the little knockdown, take the little Oki or whatever. And the thing is, most Raiden players are trash. Well, I shouldn't say that. No, that is true, too. Most Raiden players are trash. I'm saying that. But most people who pick Raiden aren't Raiden players. They pick him because of this. Right? So most people don't even utilize what's so good about this. Look at the Oki. Fam, you got all day to bait whatever you want to bait. Wake up with anything. Like, wake up with anything. You know what I mean? Like, wake up with anything. He has perfect setup there. And a lot of people don't even realize that. Like, Raiden is better than people think. Because Raiden has the Jade problem. A lot of these characters. Sub-Zero, Scorpion. Like, Averk is OD with Scorpion. But what other good Scorpions are there, honestly? And I'm not to say, that doesn't mean no other Scorpion player is good. I just mean at the highest levels, people don't really play these characters. Because they're kind of smoke and mirrors characters. But they have the reputation of being smoke and mirrors characters because of what people do, not because of the characters' capabilities. Most people base their beliefs on characters in this game on what they've seen others do or what they've heard others say. They don't just go into the lab and look at the tools of the character. And if people did that with Raiden, he'd be fucking terrifying. And he still is a terror, but he'd be worse. Anyway, sorry for that little tangent. What was I talking about? Oh, it's mids. Yeah, so this is mad good for the Oki, but nobody even cares about that. The other reason it's mad good is you're gonna get scooped. You are. There's nothing you can really do. And if they're really good, they'll do this. If they're really good, they'll stagger it into this. You know what I mean? Now, Raiden's jab string, I thought this used to be punishable. It's -4? The fuck? Sorry. Does it have a gap? Yeah, it has a gap. Okay. So it has a gap and then it's -9, right? But it's solid because if they do something unsafe, what do I have that's unsafe? Launcher? Why did I dash? Hey, a free 28% KB if you punish anything in the game. He's got a pretty decent jab. It's a good anti-airing jab. That's another thing. Raiden is one of the better anti-airing characters in the game. His jab can anti-air. Whatever. His jab can anti-air. His forward 1 can anti-air. His down 2 can anti-air, and his storm cell can anti-air. His down 3 and down 1 can even anti-air at times, but not consistently, right? Anti-airs in this game are shitty, and it's not reliable to really anti-air in this game. But he's one of the better characters at it, right? So he's got that going for him. Like I said, the strike throw makes his OD, you know. And then, if you want to get into the even more strike throw mix, y'all know this little fucking trick. He's got a fireball. His zoning isn't great, but he does have a fireball. It exists. You can equip, well, not in Thunderwave. He won't have anything else. Oh, he has this. That's the input for it. He also has this, right? Which is a mid, so you can't just duck his high fireball and wait for the EX. He does have a mid projectile you gotta look out for. And you know, it goes in different ranges. He has that, right? He also has his this. So he does have some type of charging, advancing, fuck neutral move that he can just hit you with. He can cancel it because of course he can. I mean, it's not that useful, but it'll happen every now and then. You know what I mean? You can cover some ground like that. Or you can do what all the scrubs online do, just jump and fly. And just get away from whatever you don't want to deal with. Anybody near you don't want to deal with, I'm out of here. That doesn't have enough recovery on it, by the way. It's just stupid. Give him more recovery when he lands. You shouldn't be able to just get out scot-free and just do this, right? Now, what we believe to be the issue. Storm cell, down 1 storm cell, teleport down 3 storm cell. Yes, all these things are a problem. And the problem, which I've mentioned before, so I won't go into detail, is storm cell. Oh, wait. Hold up. Storm cell is completely safe on block, -3. Shit, he basically, plus, he can do whatever he wants after this, right? Granted, you can obviously duck the last hit and get in. But when you play a character like Frost, who has some of the slowest walk speed in the game, it's not always guaranteed online. Offline, it's pretty easy to do. Online, it's pretty gimmicky. And my walk speed is the worst in the game. Kind of difficult to do. Another thing that people don't really think about with Raiden, right? If I look at his abilities, he has 2 moves. He has Storm Cell and Sparkport, which is just teleport. Teleport, as you know, is busted as hell. Very little recovery on it. He can do it. How do you do it? You can do it in place. You can do it far away. You can do it in front. Nobody really does that, but you can do it far away and make it completely safe. You can literally do far teleport, and then punish somebody. Like let's say Raiden teleports, right? Damn it, come on. Down up inputs need to go. This shit's stupid. This shit is so fucking stupid, Netherrealm. What are you doing? So say I do that, right? I think he's gonna teleport. I'll try to do something now, you know what I mean? Now, like, because I try to challenge or punish his teleport, let's say he teleports. Mid, oh, I'm whiffing. That's a punish. Like, do you see that? I try to go into my mid string. On reaction to the teleport, he down 3s me or does whatever button he wants to do. He doesn't have to down 3. He can do forward 1, right? Imagine that scenario, he does back 1. I mean back 1, not forward 1. And then he gets a full combo for me trying to punish his teleport or trying to check his teleport, right? Very real thing. His teleport does cost 2 ability slots, right? That's their justification of his teleport being so broken and overpowered, is that it costs 2 ability slots, You can't have any other moves. The problem is Raiden has what he needs in his base toolkit. He has a fireball, he has a mid projectile, he has a fly across the screen fuck neutral special move. You know, he has a throw KB, he has strike throw mix, he doesn't need an extra move to get the strike throw mix, he has very long range buttons, and then his launcher only costs 1 slot. Now, there are other characters with 1 slot launchers like Frost, right? Frost has a 1 slot launcher, which sounds like it would be good, but Frost literally has nothing in her base toolkit. So if her launcher was 2 slots, she'd be even more useless, right? I want to kind of re-explain this Frost part because I kind of didn't do a great job in the original video. Basically, what I'm saying is Frost has a launcher that's a 1 slot move, but her base toolkit doesn't really have anything that makes her a good character, right? Like, she doesn't have a fly across the screen fuck neutral move in her base toolkit. Her dive kick is an ability. Her auger lunge is an ability. She doesn't have any type of strike throw mix or up close pressure. She needs to use an ability slot for that too. Whereas Raiden already has like good strike throw mix or good pressure game up close because he has good mids, and he already has a reversal fuck neutral type of style move. He already has that, so he doesn't need to add those type of moves. Like Raiden's electric fly is already in his base toolkit, etc. That's kind of what I meant. I don't think I explained it great, so I wanted to do it over. But yeah, so his is a 1 slot, but at the same time, his has this safe on block gimmick. It has much more range than hers. You know, you can't break out of it. Well, hers is grounded, so I won't do that. You can't really break out of hers either. But his is just like kind of like a better version of her launcher, right? Because this shit anti-airs, it covers space. If you try to whiff punish or press a button, if you see me whiff something, and then I just go into storm cell while you try to dash up and whiff punish me, you can catch me slipping. And if you're that far away, like from here, you might not be getting in and punishing it in time, right? Like that range, right? That shit says +1. Like, granted, she blocked the last hit, but you see what I'm saying, right? Storm Cell is more powerful than people think. And when you equip these 2 moves together, he doesn't need anything else. He's now a 1000% complete character. Because he has his teleport that you gotta respect. And he can teleport in a grab, just like Scorpion, by the way. That's still a thing. So if you do anything, he teleports. And he can full combo punish you because there's so little recovery on the teleport. Don't make the mistake of trying to zone him when he zoned you. You have to chase this character down, right? Before we even get into the gimmicks of this character, as soon as round start fight, let's go, he outspaces you most likely, right? He most likely outspaces you, right? Like, odds are he just outspaces you. This is a mid, it's completely safe. This is a high, but if you duck it, it's a high, but if you block it, he's +2. With 11 frame mids, which means they're 9 frames, or he can down 1 you, right? He can down 3 you, which is coming out 6 frames. You're not beating it after this. Down 3 storm cell, be careful, right? So he's gonna outspace you round start. He's gonna back up, shoot fireballs, shoot projectiles. You try to shoot one, boom, wait, boom, boom, boom. You're getting full combo. And the thing is with Raiden, I don't remember what it is. But yeah, you can do that, but I'm pretty sure there's a way to get a jump in and still get it down 2 after it. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I feel like I've done it before, but can't remember it off the top of my head. But anyway, even if you break the combo, you're gonna take that. You're gonna take that little 25% or whatever, right? Or maybe it was that. Maybe it was that. I don't know. It's not that important. It's not that important. Point is, you're gonna take the little 24, 25% no matter what. Even once you get hit, right? So he's getting 1/4 of your health regardless if you have breakaway or not. If you don't have breakaway, if you don't have breakaway, 31% in the corner carry. It's a guaranteed corner from mid screen, right? Like, that's what's happening. 31% in the corner, mid screen. And if you wake up with anything, long story short, if I bait your wake up, 28% unbreakable. Look at your health for getting hit once. Look at your health for getting once off a fucking teleport shimmy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine, like, now, Raiden is the king of gimmicks, right? He is teleported in down three, down three, down three, down three. I fought Raiden players that have down three me 4 times in a row. His down three is one of the most busted pokes in the game, as I've talked about plenty of times in the past. Well, this can beat him. Well, that's not even working right. Why is that doing that? Was she blocking? That's weird. Yeah, that beats him out clean. Thankfully, if I'm a little slow, I get smoked, right? If I'm a little bit slow, we trade or I get smoked. But if I do it as fast as possible, it beats him out cleanly. Other characters, depending on their button, he can low profile it. He can low profile it and go under it. So you're not safe just because you did a mid, right? So he has that going for him. And then when he lands a hit, he's plus 16. You know what he wants to do when he's plus 16? Damn it, I keep doing that. This. This. And then this invokes this shit, which works on hit. Like, it would be one thing if the throw whiffed on hit, but it doesn't. You know. And on block, you still get thrown. Or I go in a storm cell, right? Which makes this an even better stagger. Because you gotta look for what's next. Do I duck the throw? Do I block the storm cell? You're worried about what's next, you get scooped. Or you get down 3'd back into the same situation over and over again. It's like he can just bully. He can do all this stupid shit up close. And he doesn't have to work at all to get up close. He can just teleport and he's here. Like, I can try to catch him, but for the characters whose pokes don't have that kind of range, right? You see that? Now I'm back in the same situation. He teleported, I'm trying to check him, and I'm using down 3 because Frost down 1 has a lot of range. But every down 1 doesn't have that much range. So now you end up in that situation, right? Her down 1 has a lot of range, but his 8 frames is still trash. Don't at me. Anyway, you know, so he gets to enforce that stupid little, this gimmick, he gets to enforce it. Every single game, you're gonna have to deal with this gimmick every single time you play Raiden. It's just like Sub-Zero, right? The problem isn't that he has the 50-50, even though the 50-50 is, it shouldn't, like, you shouldn't design 50-50 characters. They shouldn't exist. And if they are gonna exist, they need to live and die by the 50-50. Like, Raiden, this shit is a gimmick. He dies, right? That's why I call it a gimmick and not a mind game, not a mix-up, not a 50-50, because it's fake. I mean, it's not fake, it's real, but it's unsafe both ways. Like, that's what it is. You're gonna die for playing like this. Your record is gonna be 63 and 64 in Kombat League, and you're gonna lose to players and you're gonna beat some players, you're gonna lose a lot because you're playing a coin flip game. You're playing Mario Party, right? The real issue is that he has these mind games. He automatically gets to enforce these mind games for free. This teleport doesn't cost anything. If he wants to spin something, he can make it even trickier. I've had Raiden players do far teleport, then teleport, and like, if I press any button at any point, I'm gonna get whiff punished, right? Like he'll go far teleport, and then see me commit to a string. Damn, man, this input. And then he's here. Whether I'm punishable or not, whether I'm doing something or not, once he teleports right here after teleporting there, it's like, fuck. I gotta be careful at all times. I gotta walk on eggshells at all times. I always have to be weary of this because he can always do this. And once he does it, then I get knocked down into a mind game. I get knocked down into Oki or set player or whatever you want to call it, right? Or he goes into this, right? Amazing stagger, -7, pushback. Like, you do have no idea how many people you smoke just by doing an 11 frame mid 2 or 3 times in a row. Imagine I do this, right? Then I go into that, right? Or then I go into this. Or I do this. Or I do this. Damn it. I am not a Raiden player. I can't do this. There we go. Then I go into that. And they think I'm going to go into the safe option, which is the throw. And then I go into Storm Cell. Boom. 24, 25%, right? So Raiden is just in his Thunder Wave specifically, right? This isn't his best version. I don't think so. But I mean, why? There's no reason to play any other version. Because you get what you need. You get gimmicks. You get a free get-in tool. They can't zone you. And you get a free teleport that's amazing. You can use meteor to make the teleport, you know, even safer. Raiden is probably the best at running away from you as a character. Him and Cetrion are probably the two best at running away as a character. Two best characters at doing it in the game, easily. This shit need to be like Guilty Gear, where if you just run away and keep teleporting away, your fucking defensive meter stops coming back, and your offensive meter starts going down. But anyway, this too, like I said, this needs more recovery. Yes, this is a scrub tactic, but people are gonna do it. And people are going to do it because it works. If it didn't work, nobody would do it. That's the thing that people don't understand. If it works, people are going to do it. They're going to abuse it. They're going to keep doing it until it stops working. This is still a decent string. I mean, hell, if somebody jumps at you from here, you know what I mean? I did it a little too close, but you can at least get 18% off that. It's not great, but it's something. Like, if you're trying to, like, that's the thing. That's another thing that's really good that nobody does with this character, right? Like, say on Wake Up, right? Say on Wake Up, you knock them down or whatever, you don't know what they're gonna do. You knock them down, right? They wake up with anything, combo, right? You wait here, like, you wait here on their Wake Up, combo, right? They jump. They jump. You know what I mean? You at least get this. You at least get something. If they jump and they're low enough to the ground, you might be able to still combo it, right? I feel like you're a little closer, I guess. Nah, I guess you can't really combo it. Like if you're closer, or if you walk up a little bit, you might be able to get more. But you get, 18% into guaranteed corner, right? If that's assuming they jump, right? They back roll, you can probably chase it down, honestly. So say, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? You can chase down the roll. Now, you might not get a full combo, but you could probably get you get something like that, right? Still get the same corner carry, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's another thing that's mad good with this character that nobody's even doing yet, right? People aren't even really playing neutral with Raiden at all. You don't see it. They just dash up, they want to get in, they want to do this. Like, this is all they want. And it's fucked up. When you give a character all these tools together, when you give him gimmicks, a teleport that's free, get in, like this costs Scorpion a bar of meter to do. You know what I mean? It costs Scorpion a bar of meter to do this, right? You know what I mean? You give him that, and his throw range, it's not so close that you can just jab him all the time. Like from here, Frost jab will whiff. It'll whiff, 100%. It's not close enough that like you can just jab him out of it every single time, and he's gonna go into a low anyway. So you want to hit him with a mid, you want to go with a down one, and then he just backs up and then sweeps you or something, or back ones you or something. Like when you give him that, you give him this gimmick, you give him this gimmick, you give him two ways to hit you from a distance. Like you just have a cocktail for a toxic ass character, bro. And not to mention his launcher is still safe sometimes. Like it's online, especially, it's really hard to punish. Like all this shit together, man. Like it will be one thing to have Storm Cell, it'll be one thing to have a teleport, but when you have all this, you have this safe pressure, good staggers. Like he plays the game really well for the meta. Sure, his jab string ain't auto shimmy jab string or whatever, but he doesn't need that. He has this. He has this. He has this. And if they're not scared of this, once they get knocked down, they will be. And even if they don't do anything on their wake up, right? If they don't do a fucking thing on their wake up after you knock them down, oh, she's still on wake up mode. If they don't do anything on wake up, cool, then you're back here. You really can't get out of his shit. And I'm sorry this video is so long, so I'm gonna stop here. But Raiden is probably the most frustrating character to fight for me. A lot of people hate Sub-Zero, a lot of people hate Scorpion, a lot of people hate Jade, a lot of people hate a lot of characters. But Raiden is probably #1 most frustrating because there is no answer to him. He's really good up close, 7 frame down 1, 8 frame low hitting down 3, hella plus, you know what I mean? As it should be because it jails. That's plus 14, this is plus 16, it's only 8 frames. He has a throw crushing blow, by the way. He has multiple 11 frame mids with no gaps, and one leads to a gimmick, another one leads to an overhead you can't really react to. You got to react to the first hit and be ready to block the overhead because you're not blocking 12 frames on reaction, right? It's not possible. So anyway, it's just all this shit together. He always is at an advantage, just so to speak. And if you whiff something from this far away, go for it, bro. Whiff something. with something from full screen. I dare you. And if you shoot a fireball, I dare you. Like, it's just everything. But anyway, I don't want to rant any more than I already have. Sorry about that. But yeah, this character is a huge problem. Please never design a character this way again, ever, in any game, ever. Just putting that out there. If y'all enjoy the content, please subscribe. I know this video is mad long, but I've been slacking on the content anyway, so I do want to give y'all more and more content. And like I said, I'll be streaming tonight. I want to talk about a lot of things, namely Dragon's video. I might watch Tom Brady's video, but I got a lot I want to talk about. 1K, 1K, 1K. We gonna party, we gonna talk, we gonna have fun. Y'all stay safe. JSF, I'm outie.